everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Rivet here. Today we're going to make another delightful recipe from Rick Martinez and his latest cookbook, Mi Cocina. It is jam-packed full of beautiful photographs and delightful recipes. Today we're going to make Pozole Rojo, which is red pozole. Now in his recipe, he uses pork. We are going to make ours with chicken, and it promises to be good. So let's get going. We've got the chicken inside the pot of boiling water, so now I'm going to turn it down to medium so it doesn't overflow. And to that, we're going to add our bouquet garni, which is rosemary, thyme, and oregano, and our onion, to which I'm going to stab like that to help release the juices. And we're going to add that to the stock. I hope it fits. Well, I'll make it fit. Okay, let's keep cooking. We're going to boil that baby for about an hour and a half till it cooks through. Now to this, I'm adding about a dozen Guajillo Chiles, to which I have removed the seeds inside. Rick Martinez also adds about 5 Morita Chiles, but I don't have them, so I've got, what are they? Anaheim. No, not Anaheims. What are they? New Mexico chili pods. So let's stir those in too. And finally, bay leaves. These are kind of small, so I'm going to add that many. What we got here is the 3 cans of hominy that I've drained in a colander and rinsed under cold running water. Rick Martinez says he does not like the flavor of hominy out of the can because it has a tinny flavor. So this is a trick that he uses, so I'm going to follow it. What we do is, after it's rinsed and drained, we got it on a big cookie sheet. We got a preheated 425 degree oven where we're going to go and dry them out and toast them a little bit for about 30-40 minutes. He says that then that removes the tinny flavor and enhances the corn flavor of the pozole. The hominy was in the oven for 30 minutes, and it's dry on top, and you can see the remaining moisture steaming off. It has a very, very rich corn smell to it, so I think this is a spot-on idea. So now we're going to set it off to the side and cool. An hour and a half of boiling, the chicken's out and set to cool. I fished out the bay leaves and all the bouquet garni and stuff we didn't want. There's the onion. I squoze out the garlic parts from inside. And now you've noticed we have not added any salt so far. So now we have a tablespoon of sea salt and some more fresh garlic. Now we're going to use some of the broth over here and this, and we're going to pulse it up in the Cuisinart. Now you can see what a nice rich sauce this is made. And so now we're going to add it to the chicken broth. And this is what makes the Pozole Rojo. Turns it a beautiful red. Okay, so now we're going to turn it on and simmer it for a little bit while we take apart the chicken. This 20-minute simmering like that is pretty critical to the recipe, as it allows the broth and the chili sauce to marry well. And you can see we've not added but that 1 tablespoon of salt. So we're going to add another 2, and then we're going to check for seasoning here when we start adding the chicken. So I've added all the hominy and the chicken, and boy, this is smelling lovely. I've already tasted it for salt. That last addition was perfect, needs no more. And now, since everything's cooked, we're going to have to let it just heat through at medium heat. I'd say maybe 10 minutes or so. And during that time, the hominy that's been dried out will rehydrate, but it'll suck in all the flavor and the broth from the soup, which makes it extra special. That is a hot tip from Rick Martinez. Now here is a rich bowl of delicious pozole. Typically, it is a festive dish because it is involved to make, and it's served at weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. It is definitely garnished with lime juice. That is a must. And as you can see at the top, these are the typical ingredients that you jazz it up with. Radishes are a must have, as is shredded cabbage. Some people use lettuce. Either one is fine. I prefer cabbage. And you can put a dollop of guacamole, avocado, whatever your heart desires. But this is a soup. Now, the soup is not hot. It's not picante. And this is a beautiful thing about it. You got the jalapenos on the side, and you just add as many or as little as you want to heat up your soup. There you go. This is child friendly. Okay, and what else is it served with? Over here, a tostada. Okay, typically adorned with Mexican crema, as you'll see, like this. Just a little bit poured. And what you can also do, as some people do, is add it on the soup. I like it that way. And we have cotija, crumbly Mexican cheese, that we sprinkle on top of that, like so. And you can put some cotija in the soup if you want. But look at this richness. All kinds of meat, hominy. That broth is luscious. Let me try it with some cabbage and jalapeno. Chicken broth. Wow. That is heavenly. Let's try the hominy in Rick Martinez's way. Yeah. It's firm, but soft. Oh, that is delightful. That man's a genius. Love radishes. I can eat those all day long. What can I say? This soup, if you are ill, this will take care of you. And since it is a festive soup, you're supposed to bring out your festive, most Mexican looking bowls, which I have, but I didn't. I used the white bowl so you could I could showcase what the soup looks like for you. Nice contrast here. This soup is so popular in Mexico that there are places called pozolerias. There are little joints, restaurants, that's all they serve. And there's different variants of this, different meats and stuff. But yeah, they eat it year round. So here we have a tostada with some cotija. Let's give it a crunch. Yeah. Now, some people will take pork rinds or crunchy tostada and sprinkle it on top for a crunch. But I think the cabbage and the radishes are enough crunch. I like the tostada on the side. That is just delightful. I'm feeling healthy already. Thanks for watching, people. Y'all take care.